Hey, it's Lisa. Today I wanted to talk about the importance of connection, right, Miles? Connection to a dog, connection to a human being, connection to faith, connection to nature, whatever your connection is. I think it's so important to find connections at times in our life. We're wired for connection, as Brene Brown talks about. But I think that when we're going through difficult times in our life and challenges, it's really, really important to look around you and think about what you're connected to, who you're connected to. There are times when, as a grief counselor, I sit with people and I know that when they're going through really difficult times, myself included, it's times like that that people tend to feel that they're very alone, maybe isolated, maybe that what they're going through no one else has gone through, or they don't know anyone who's gone through it or is going through it. You can feel really alone, and it can be more scary when you're going through something and you feel like you're all alone. You can doubt yourself. You can, wonder if what is going on for you is normal, if you're not in touch with somebody else on what's going on. So whether it's a counselor, and I wish everybody could have a counselor. I tell my kids that, like a dentist, doctor, if you're fortunate enough to have somebody that you can go to, having a counselor, somebody that listens to you, somebody that really takes time to get to know the players in your play and understand how you're feeling about what's going on in your life. I think it's so important. I work with a lot of teenagers, and teenagers, it's just tough to be a teenager. I feel for them. I remember what it was like to be a teen years ago, and now it's harder in certain ways. And in other ways, they have more ability to connect, but in other ways, they're more distanced too from each other. So I think it's really important to make that time to find somebody that you can talk to. Maybe it's an old best friend from high school. Maybe it's a neighbor that you haven't really gotten the opportunity to get to know more, but you feel like there's a bond there and you want to pursue that. It's really, really important to encourage our elderly people, and elderly meaning like 100. My dad used to say, when I say somebody's older or old, he'd say, make them like 30 years older than however old he was at the time. And now he just died at like 83 or something like that. Once you get past a certain age, the numbers, not always remembering how old exactly. But so for old, it would have to be somebody like over 100. But anyway, elderly people often feel disconnected. That's why I always tell teenagers when they're struggling to go to a nursing home or go and find older people in their neighborhood and listen and ask them how they got through some tough things in their life. And older people often want to share some of those stories, and they want to talk to teenagers and young people too. So there's people all around us. Somebody was just saying the other day to me that when we get really depressed, we feel like we're so alone and there's no one there. But so often there are people around us that would be so thrilled for you to have a cup of coffee with them and share, and then they can share. It's wonderful. To me, it's what life's all about. Whether it's your dog, whether it's a friend, whether it's a counselor, whether it's a neighbor, whether it's somebody else on your softball team, find somebody to connect with, listen to, and talk to. And then share with them, laugh with them, and you'll find out that you're not the only one going through some of the things you're going through. And you'll teach them and they'll teach you, and you'll walk away more inspired. You'll walk away feeling like, wow, that person's so courageous. I'm amazed. And courage is contagious, so then that helps you be more courageous. So just enjoy your connections. And if you're down on having connections, go visit a friend's dog. Go, as I said, to a local nursing home. Go on volunteermatch.org and get a volunteer position, and you'll quickly be connected with people that you can have some wonderful connections with, because I really do think that's what life's about, connections. Take care.